Indeed, indeed.
Are you ready?
Oh my goodness me, guys. I am absolutely over the moon. We finally won a game. Who knew? Who knew? Liverpool, are they back? I don't know. I have no idea. What have I seen in that game yesterday? Pattern of play, probably. We've gone back to what Liverpool was before, most probably. Guys, I was worried in the first few minutes of the game. It was very, very strange, especially the way Aston Villa just came at us in the beginning, and then I saw them doing some long balls from the back. I said, "Here we go. We're back to normality." Now even Aston Villa is doing that to us. You know what I mean? They're trying to stone cold us, man. They're trying to do a stone cold stun on us with these long balls. If you know what I mean? That's crazy. Pause. Yeah, guys, listen. I'm excited from what I saw yesterday. But please, bit of housekeeping. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm here for the chat now. I want to chat to you guys. I want to see what you guys are saying and all that stuff. 1 second, I'll be back. I'm back. Yeah, so what can I say about the game yesterday? It looks like Arne Slot is going back to what we trusted the most about last season. So he's going back to the last season's formation and finally figured out this is the way we got to play to push forward, guys. I know it's kind of silly, you know what I mean? He took risks in the first half of the season. It didn't work. We got battered left, right, and center. We've become the laughing stock of the Premier League. And, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But listen, as long as we've got a pattern of play, identity, you know, to our game, I'm happy with that. We could have lost yesterday, but as long as we were showing something, I would have been happy with that. And we did show a lot of things yesterday. A lot of players have turned up yesterday, and we created a lot of chances. We had the goal to Salah from Ekitike. He could score a header. I'm shocked. Ekitike can score headers. He must have been practicing, because every time I saw him doing headers during the season, he was missing the target or mishitting it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was good to see Robertson back. I've been saying it for how long, guys? How long have I been saying that? Bring back Robertson. You know what I mean? Even the right back has performed finally, young Bradley. He was chasing back. He was slide tackling. I remember before the game, I was saying, why our players always have a clean shirt, have clean shorts, have clean socks. Even the boots are looking shiny. For 90 minutes. But listen, yesterday, Salah, absolutely amazing. Listen, I know a lot of people had to go about Gakpo. I thought he was all right. He went on the outside. He came in the inside as always. But he was consistently keeping the ball instead of losing it a lot. If you know what I mean, guys. So listen, McAllister even started performing, passing the right passes. Yes, he had a few stray passes now and again, but he was more back to himself than the McAllister that we've been seeing during the season. So a lot of things have changed at Liverpool yesterday. And AC Milan scored 1-0 AC Milan against Roma, 38 minutes. What a goal. Oh, yeah, they scored earlier. What was I saying? The halftime, 1-0. My bad. I'm watching the halftime display, but it's still 1-0 anyway. Yeah, so a lot of things have happened yesterday. I think a lot of eyes were open yesterday as well. Is this a consistent thing that's going to continue, or are we only doing it in certain games? That is the thing I don't know. We beat Aston Villa, we beat Real Madrid, we beat Man City. We're back in the title race, baby. We're back. We are back. That's what I will say. So let me read that at the chats, then we continue. We're third in the league, people. We're third in the league. Look at the top three. Whew, crazy. I don't know what the hell that is. I thought I got rid of this thing. Why is it still there? Crazy. Please like, share, and subscribe, people. Drunk Vigo, what are you saying, bro? Salah McAllister actually made more of an effort. Yes, 100%, bro. 100%. It was exciting to see that. You know what I mean? We was like dead people walking not so long ago. If you know what I mean. I mean, like, we're just walking around the pitch, doing nothing, like we're jogging back and all that stuff. That's what we was doing not so long ago. But yesterday, I think it opened a lot of eyes. And finally, we can see like there's a life in this team. We could actually win games finally. Like with the formation that we had last season, the starting lineup was amazing. Let me just share that with you as we're chatting in the chat. And I'll show you the tactical graphics as I always do. This was our starting lineup. Let me bring back Ekitike. I was showing you obviously how the game ended at the end, but you know what I mean? It's sad not to see Chiesa come on either, man. What the hell is going on with that one? Personal issue, man. I'm telling you guys, personal issues going on over there. If you know what I mean? So yeah. So this is how we played yesterday, yeah? What I liked about our formation yesterday was I'll talk about the players individually as we go along. Obviously, have your say as well. This is what I'm here for, as always. What I liked about these three is the interchange, guys. Have you guys seen the interchange? Like when one goes forward, the other stays back. If you know what I mean. So if Gravenberch was going forward, Szoboszlai covers him. If McAllister was going forward, it was like this. It was like last season. It was last season. It was so good to see that interchanging. Having a pattern of play, players trusting each other, players backing each other. It was like a gang, man. It was like a proper gang that's there for each other, not individual players like we normally see. I was sick of it. Sick of seeing things like that. Even Gakpo was coming back to defend, sprinting back to defend the majority of the game. Salah too. Salah was coming back. If you see the ball on the player, that means that the players that scored yesterday. I mean, Gravenberch and Salah and yellow cards, as you guys can see. I was seeing things like this yesterday, guys. Like players going back. If you know what I mean. So it was good to see. It was good to see that we can do things like this again. Szoboszlai was going mad in this area, mate. He was going gun-ho. He didn't stop. Stopping the opponents doing their passing from here, man. Ikatika was doing the same thing, running all over the place, going out wide sometimes, trying to cross the ball in. It was wicked, man. I loved every minute of it. I mean, I went from a doubter to a believer again. But the thing is Arne Slot going to stick with this, or is he going to go back to that open football where everybody can attack us? You know what I mean? Like, Katie Price, open for everybody, like that. You know what I'm saying? Is this what we're going to do, or are we going to go back to this that we seen yesterday? It was amazing, guys. It was absolutely amazing, man. Oh, man, I wish we was like this throughout the season. Maybe we could have played better. But you know what I love the most, guys? When the opponents had the ball, normal circumstances, what do we see, guys? What do we see? We see the ball from the goalkeeper, as Martinez was doing throughout the game, to the wings. But this time, it wasn't going over and crosses going in and scoring. This time, the ball was coming back. Martinez, bam, ball coming back. You know what I mean? Every direction they were doing long balls, it was coming back. So that means our defensive work was amazing. It was doing its job. Throw-ins, they would do long throw-ins. We coped with it. They were doing set pieces, grabbing people by the throat. We still coped with that as well. So yesterday, I've come back. I've come back because I was on Husam's channel a few days ago. Jerry and Mike, pulled me in a bit. I had that doubt. I know I said out, but I had that doubt. I was saying, wallahi, man, we're in trouble. We might not do anything this season. But now, like, if this sticks and he doesn't go with that formation that we've been playing with with no life in it in the 4 games before that, it just has to go with this, man. It has to go with this. And how long have I been saying, guys? Play with the core players that won you the Premier League last season and slowly integrate the new players in. It's not difficult to do that. A smart manager will do that. But I thought Arne Slot was smart. He was in the 4 games before. He was all over the place. He even went, in the press conferences, he came out saying, I don't know what to do about long throws. He weakened himself. I don't want to see a weak, manager. Yeah, so this was impressive yesterday. This is what I wanted. Maybe Gomez at right back because Bradley was out of form. If Bradley was in form like he was last season and the season before, then I obviously keep him as a right back, as he was in the game as well. I thought he was phenomenal, man. I see him like coming from here, chasing back a player that was going through the middle and slide tackling, and not only slide tackling, the ball going to his player at the same time as well. This is what we need in our team, man. Fight. In any circumstances, 7 points behind Arsenal. We're not 15, we're not 14 like we was against Man City a few seasons ago, which we clawed back to 1 point. We're not at that stage. They lose 1 or 2 games, we're right behind them. You know what I mean? And it's a strong possibility. You never know. But the thing is Arne Slot going to play this type of football, or is he going to go revert to the other football that he was playing before that gave us no success? So I'm going to watch tomorrow. And I'm going to watch, obviously, over the weekend against Man City as well, and see if he sticks with the same principles as he did with this game against Aston Villa. Because Aston Villa was good in the first 20 15 to 20 minutes. After that, we've taken over and dominated the game, which I loved. Some of the, passes to each other and turns and all that stuff that we was doing. Grab and Birch being in that midfield, in the anchor role and pushing forward, taking up positions where he could get the ball and turn around and attack. That's what I wanted. And that's what we did yesterday. Amazing, man. Yeah, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Everyone played well apart from Gakpo in my account. Big up to everybody. I think Gakpo had a decent game. If you look back at the game, then you'll see what he's done. I think people are too judgmental, too reactionary to the thing he does most, which is cutting in. But if you go back and watch the game, watch his work rate, watch the amount of times he hasn't given the ball away, and watch the amount of times he went on the outside and crossed on the ball as well. So I think emotionally we're too attached of what we saw in the past, not looking at the game that we played yesterday. So go back and look and see how he plays. Please like and subscribe, family. You are my family as always. Big up, Fake Pundit, my guy. Big up. Of course, the Cop Father is in the house. Like on your way in, guys. Of course, man. He finally played 4-3-3, and we look more like a team who would have thought. I know, bro. That's what I was loving, seeing that back. And, everybody interlinking, everybody exchanging positions, and it was okay. Everybody running back when we had to run back. Everybody running forward when we had to run forward. Everybody fighting for the set pieces if we had to fight. I love that about us yesterday. But the thing is, how long can this continue? Are we going to stay like this, or are we going to go back? I'm going to keep saying that as we go along. Big up John Conway as always, brother. My guy. Been here since day one, bro. Of course, my guy. Seen some incredible saves from our number 2 keeper. Yes, Mamardashvili yesterday impressed me, man, because I was worried. I was thinking he's a weak goalkeeper, but sometimes emotional side of the game takes over me, and I don't give people time to develop for some reason, and it's weird. It's very, very, very strange in my opinion. Yesterday, some of the saves he made was just outstanding. And it clearly shows why Liverpool have brought him in. Mamardashvili, this goalkeeper, we could talk about the players individually, no problem. I could do that right now. There's a reason they bought him, obviously. He's going to be probably the number 1 eventually when Alisson decides to go. Alisson's going to go Brazil, innit? That's what happens. That's how Brazilians do. This is what Brazilian people do. They do that. But I don't want Alisson to leave it for the next 4 years, man. I don't want him to go anytime soon. He has to stay in the house. Yeah, so Mamardashvili, listen, 24 years old. He's over 6'3", I think. He's bigger than Alisson from what I've heard. Yes, some of the saves he made yesterday, Cop Father. Out of this world, man. This is why he's at Liverpool Football Club. And, keeping his first clean sheet, believe it or not, since he's been at Liverpool is something special as well. So now we could build on to that. I think by Man City, Alisson probably could be back. And, in that game, you need Alisson. We need Alisson in that game, most of all. So hopefully we beat Man City in that game too. Because if we beat Real Madrid, confidence booster. We beat Man City, confidence booster. West Ham after that, I think it is. There you go, people. We're laughing, even though West Ham won today by 2-1 against Newcastle. Strange, that, isn't it? Yeah, so the season is long. We've only played 10 games, 28 games left. Anything can happen, guys. Anything can happen. We could still get back into the title race. It's not impossible. Arsenal were 5 points behind us and they caught us, didn't they? And they overtaken us. So 7 points, if you know what I mean, right? Extra 2 points on top of that. So what? We could still come back. Depends on our head coach. Is he going to go with that team that was losing 4 games in a row? Or is he going to stay with the team that's winning like the Premier League last season, including Ekitike, replaced the late, great, obviously, Diogo Jota. So I want to see if he's going to stick with that. Don't forget last season, people, young Bradley played most of the games, as well as, obviously, Trent as well. The snake, you know what I mean? He's coming back. We don't like snakes. We hate snakes. Yeah. So Mamardashvili, I thought he was amazing yesterday. But this kid Bradley, impressed me in every minute that he played. There wasn't a minute I could say he played badly in that game yesterday. I thought he was phenomenal. Going, overlapping, inverting, tackling. I've been saying it for a while. Where's the slide tackles in this team, man? Why are we always clean when we come off the pitch at the end of the game? And then we had Virgil after match reactions having a go at people. That's the Virgil that I want to see, not the one who goes like, all this, just what he does on the match reaction. I'm sick and tired of it. Well, we have to do better next game and all this stuff. He didn't say that. He started having a go at people. You know what I mean? So that's the Virgil I want to see. Let's go. Yes, man. So yeah, with Bradley, he could only improve. Hopefully injuries have passed him by right now and he could cement that right back position. Because, at one stage we were saying bring back Gomez as a right back. And, just because we was getting beaten everywhere. Every time the ball's in the air, Bradley was getting beat. Now, I don't see that anymore. Especially yesterday. I can't base it on one game. As I said, are we going to be like this in this game? And then change to that shit in the next one. So Bradley, to me, he's one of the man of the matches yesterday. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Can't argue with Bradley. Can't argue with Bradley yesterday. So let me go through the comments still. Big up, guys. This is for you. So say whatever you want in the chat. I'm going to read it out. And then we move on to the next player, of course. We're going to go to Konate after that as well. Did you see how many players were back defended? I couldn't believe it, bro. That's what I said in the beginning. The way everybody gets back together. That was last season's team. That was last season's team. Look at the players, guys. Forget about, obviously, Mamadashvili, Alisson, it's okay. So you look at Bradley, right back last season. Konate, centre-back. Van Dijk, centre-back. Robertson, left-back. McAllister, central midfield with Gravenberch. Soboslai, number 10, but, busy midfielder. Gap on the left. Salah on the right. Ekitike at front, replacing Diogo Jota. So Alisson, Diogo Jota. The late great Diogo Jota. So see the difference, guys? You need this team. You need the core players. I keep telling people, if you watch football, if you understand football, don't look at the finance. These kids are 21 and 22. They're young. If they were 25, 26, they would have played different. They would have played nice football. They would have, understood football because of the experience they have as players. That's what I kept on saying. It's wrong pushing kids onto the pitch, especially in a big club like Liverpool Football Club. We're massive. We're a worldwide club. We're in the top 3. Real Madrid, AC Milan, Liverpool are the top 3 in the world. In Europe, especially. If you're top in Europe, that means the world. And you come from Germany. Space, you got the bigger space on pitches. You could take control. You could have 5 minutes on the ball. In the Premier League, you're not even allowed 3 seconds. Someone's on you already, man. Someone is abusing you from the sideline. That's how it is in the Premier League. Everybody's on top of you like this. You're in a little bubble here. You have to find your way out. That's what it is. Escape. Now we've got this. Slowly integrate these poor players into the team as we're winning. That's what we've got to do. That is what we've got to do, man. What are you saying, bro? Good performance, but Slot needs to figure out where to play Wirtz. I think Wirtz is going to be all right, bro. He's going to be the future number 10. Don't worry about that. He's going to be the future number 10. The best thing about it for him is Soboslai is a utility player. You could play him anywhere. So he needs to learn how to play in that number 10 role for Liverpool. Not for Leverkusen, for Liverpool. How do we accommodate him? How do we give him space and time on the ball? That's what he needs to figure out when he comes on as a substitute. What games can he play in and what games he can't play in? That's the thing we need to figure out as well. So there's certain games at home we're going to dominate position. Maybe those are the kind of games you can play. There's certain games the opposition is going to deep line defend and they're not going to come out of their goal line, and it's going to be difficult. That's why you play Soboslai. Long range shots from outside, creativity, busy midfield. If you know what I mean. So there's games them two can swap, positions and all that stuff. Maybe Sobosai goes back to midfield and Verts plays as number 10. So yes, it's all complementary kind of thing as well. And then you got Isak coming to the team. Isak has not had a run in this football club just yet. But when he starts having that run, maybe him and Verts can build a relationship. You don't know. So give it time, guys. Give it time. Don't put too much pressure. Don't think about what the rival fans are saying about the money and all that stuff, because this is what's making people angry. We've spent 116 million on Verts. Why is he on the bench? He's 22 years old. I mean, so it's always going to be difficult for some youngsters. Some youngsters can just play in any league because they're that talented. But some youngsters are going to be slow burners. And this is what we found out about Florian Wirtz. He came on. What was the first thing he did? Kicked it out for a throw-in for the opponents. Not like short distance, actually kicked it out for a throw-in. Far away from Robertson or whoever was on that left wing. That's how bad that kick was. So his head is not in the game yet. With time, when the team is winning continuously and he figures out, shit, if I do bad things in this game and they lose the game, I'm going to get the blame. Then, then that's the problem, if you know what I mean. So he needs to find a way to integrate into the team and keep that winning momentum going. So he doesn't really fall off as the games, comes thick and fast as well. I hope I made sense of that. Like, he doesn't want to have that mentality. Like, when he comes into the team, he's going to be, the bad luck of the team. Just take your time. It depends on his attitude as well. Is he the kind of person that pressures head coaches to, play? Or is he the kind of player that's willing to learn and then, slowly come back into the team and then make it a regular spot in the future? Is he that type? I don't know. We have to wait and see how patient he is as a footballer. I say be patient. In time, you'll find your place in the team and you'll be obviously the star of the team. That's the whole point. We brought in Florian Wirtz to take over from the likes of Salah and, the other players from that are aging. That's the whole point we've got him in. So, yeah, give him time, guys, and patience. Otherwise, we're going to start blaming him every time we lose. And that's not the way we should be going. He's nervous. He's making rash decisions sometimes. And, he doesn't position himself on the pitch in the right positions either. For all we know, Man City away, he could be playing at front with Szoboszlai. Remember last season, what was the front line? It was Jones and Szoboszlai. Maybe we're not going to play with that striker at Man City. And look how that turned out. We won by 2-0. We have to beat Man City over the weekend, guys. We have to beat Real Madrid on Tuesday, tomorrow. Tuesday, sorry. So there's games there. There's games there that can give you confidence booster. And that's what I'm looking for when I'm looking at these players. Getting confidence in games, beating the best gives you more confidence. So that's how it is. Yeah. I just hope we stick with this formation that we did yesterday and just build on it, if you know what I mean. Play the same personnel and build on top of that. Please like, share, subscribe, people. Appreciate that. Sorry about, I've come in like spontaneously and, talked about things like this. I'll normally give you guys an advance like warning I'm coming on and all that stuff. Fake Pundit says we need to go on a 15-game run and see where are we at. Yeah, that's what we need, bro. Last season when we lost against Nottingham Forest, we haven't lost our second game until we won the Premier League, bro. You know what I mean? So this is the kind of run that we need right now. And in January, we need to get a defender in and a DM at least. 2 players. Hopefully, they've spotted someone out there that's going to come to Liverpool Football Club because we need it. We need it more than ever now because Leone is injured for the rest of the season. That means there's 2 centre-back positions available now, which is, Leone's position and, Mark Gahey, who's supposed to be here this season. So hopefully in Jan, we'll get the right players in because we're desperate, man. We're desperate. I thought Konate was amazing again. Konate, when the spotlight is on him, he plays in an amazing way. So him and Van Dijk's partnership looked pretty good yesterday. They complemented each other. He didn't really need to go back to, he didn't really need to come out of position to go to the right back position as well. So, Bradley was just dominating that area. I thought Konate was amazing yesterday. Long may it continue, because that's what we need from Konate. I don't want this, when the spotlight is on, you turn up, or when it's not on, you don't turn up. I don't want to see shit like that, man. It's frustrating, really, really frustrating when you see things like that. Like Brentford away, what kind of performance was that, Konate? You're chasing a guy. I didn't even know you was that slow. You know what I mean? But you're right behind him. You could have just pushed him or tried to make a slide tackle for him to make a mistake. You didn't even do that. It was annoying, man. Absolutely annoying, that game. Yeah, so Konate, long may the improvement continue, my brother. I am with you. Yeah, he was amazing yesterday. There ain't that many players that didn't play, badly in this team. Everybody's played their part, so we can't really argue about that. We need to go. 100%. I saw that one. Pick up Edward, Barber guy. I hope you're okay, my brother. Slot new tactics could be making the players look bad. 100%, bro. 100%. I've said that many times to you guys. Like, people need to wake up. At the beginning of the season, he brought in new players and he pushed them out there, thinking like we're gonna outscore teams. It didn't work out like that. He thought we could outscore teams while we're transitioning to to a different team that his tactics can suit or something. But it didn't work. We didn't outscore teams. We struggled to create chances. We're all over the place at times. You know what I mean? So he had to revert back to the Liverpool that we love and know, which is from last season. And now look at the rewards. We ain't lying about it, because yesterday showed the performance that we showed. How are we lying if we've been asking for this team all this time, and all of a sudden they turn up yesterday, and what happens? We win the game. Salah looked happy, Gakpo looked happy, Ekitike looked happy, Wirtz looked happy. Sorry, Szoboszlai looked happy, McAllister looked happy, Gravenberch looked happy, Virgil looked happy, Robbo looked happy. I mean, even Mamadashvili looked happy, Konate looked happy, Bradley looked happy. The whole first team, they were so happy, you couldn't stop them winning from that game. We was never going to lose yesterday. No matter what Aston Villa did, we was never going to lose. Don't forget, Aston Villa are better than Man United. Aston Villa just beat Man City last week. You know what I mean? So there you go. I mean, this is what we're facing at the moment. We're not facing a team that's a pushover. We're facing a good team. They're better than Man United. They're better than Brentford. They're better than all these teams that beat us, majority of them. Let's just put it that way. So we did a brilliant job, man. Absolutely brilliant. I love the way he just went back, because it shows he made a mistake and he's trying to correct it now. But the thing is, the next games, is he going to do the same, or is he going to go back to that team that was losing again? So I'm going to keep saying that as we go along. But yeah, Konate, one of the best players yesterday. Absolutely phenomenal, in my opinion. And what I liked about that, the way he performed yesterday, it made the captain perform to his levels as well. Why did Van Dijk perform like that? Because he had his, partner in crime, Robertson, as a left back. How many issues did we have at the left back position yesterday? Did we make any mistakes in the left back position yesterday? I saw Robertson chasing one of the Aston Villa players into our box and making a slide tackle. It went straight to the goalkeeper's hands. And Van Dijk came out of nowhere and blocked the shot as well. It gave him enough time to slow that player down, so Van Dijk could come in and clear it. That's how much compliments they gave to each other yesterday. I loved it, man. Come on, people, man. Let's go. We're back. We are back to normality. He needs to just stick with it, bro. He needs to stick with that tactics. Don't change anything. When things are going good, stay with it. Because we told you to start this team. We told you to go back to last season's team. There you go. There you go. Listen, we ain't lying. It worked. Slot did do well yesterday. 100%. I'll give him credit for that. For listening. You know what I mean? I'm sick and tired when he's trying to implement ideas, when people are warning him, stop doing it. You know what I mean? And he still does it. I hate that shit. He listened finally to the fans. He listened to the people around him. My friend, we got to go back to the formation of last season. You know what I mean? This ain't working. Okay. You know what I mean? And I'll change it back to the, original team. And that's what he did. There you go. Kirk's not in the team. Frimpong not in the team. Florian Wirtz not in the team. You go back to the old players. Voila. Bob's your uncle. We're back to normality, baby. Dom, was good. That no-look pass was class. The one he curled it around towards Salah's run. Oh, squeeze it, my friend. Squeeze it. Dom is amazing. I don't know about you, Edward. I don't know if you guys remember when everybody was doubting him last season and the season before. I'm one of the ones that actually stands up for him. And I was honest about it. I said to everybody, Dominic Szoboszlai, out of all the players that we have, is the most talented player that we have in midfield. Everybody laughed at me. There you go, people. Who's covering other people? Who's creating chances? Who's working the opposition goalkeeper? Who's playing out of position for the football club? Who used to do that? Another number 8 that everybody loves, including me, of course. The guy is growing into the team. He's 24 years old. He's growing into the team. Come on, man. And look at Virgil. Virgil's smiling. Look at the picture, people. Virgil is smiling, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need. Everybody's smiling. And Robbo coming back, man. My Scottish man. I know in the summer I said if he wants to go, let him go. But I said I'll keep him if he wants to stay. He stayed. We brought him back. I have a feeling the head coach was gonna let, if we were still winning in in the beginning of the season, the games that we lost and all that stuff, he would have kept with Kirkes. And then, in the latter stage of the season, when you need to go on that, winning run, he would have probably brought back Robertson as a left back as well. That's what I think they were trying to do, but it did not work. You need Robertson now, because not only does he make that left side safe, he makes the players around him comfortable. When Kirkes is there, everybody's uncomfortable. Even him is uncomfortable. I'm not saying Kirkes is completely shit or anything like that. I just don't think he can understand the way this team plays. Virgil's always having a go at him. When did you actually see Virgil having a go at Robertson yesterday? Look at the tag team they did, like the Basham brothers from Mighty Ducks. That's how it was. This is Jerry and Mike, by the way. That's the Basham brothers on Don Hussam's channel. These two, when they're together, man, they're dangerous, man. Hussam needs to keep them apart, man. Yeah, man, I can't beat people like that. Yeah, but yeah. They even persuaded me to bloody say, enough is enough. But it is what it is. The Basham brothers. Yes, Beans and Toast, Peruvian Copite. Big up, my brothers. I can see you. I can see you guys. Yeah, Robbo, the Celtic warrior, man. He's younger than Van Dijk and Salah, and people are talking about Robertson is like 35 years old. You know what I mean? But he's running himself to the ground down the years, to be fair, guys. Too much running does that to you. When we brought Tsimikas, he didn't give Tsimikas enough games to cover him. You know what I mean? So, now, like, you can see the running ability is gone. The crosses in the box first time and all that stuff, overlapping, the strikers and the wingers, it's gone. But listen, he kept that left side space comfortable for me yesterday. Each time Martinez and the centre backs were launching it towards there, who was there to win the ball? Robbo and Van Dijk. You know what I mean? They're back, man. Van Dijk was so happy yesterday. I couldn't believe it. Every time I was looking at Van Dijk, he was smiling. When I watch him next to Kirkes, he's angry, and he's blaming him for everything. Blame him for that. Blame him for that. Even though it's not his fault majority of the time. So yeah, Robbo back as a left back. Squeeze it. I love it. McAllister. I know a lot of us were having a go at him during the season, including me. I'm not saying I didn't have a go at McAllister. He hasn't done what he's supposed to do in midfield. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's telling me he's going to Real Madrid. Okay, if he goes to Real Madrid, he goes to Real Madrid. I'm not going to be crying about it. You know what I mean? We buy another midfielder that's more than capable, of replacing him. But yesterday, like, his passing ability, his teamwork around the midfield area, whenever Gravenberch goes forward, he stays back. I loved it. Like, sometimes I see this in midfield. You know what I mean? And then he's there on his own in the back. You know what I mean? And sometimes I see this. Like, what the hell? The number 10 is the deepest in midfield. You know what I mean? If I like the interchange, because the interchange is something good, guys. In regards to, if things are not working out, these three are willing to exchange position to make it work out. You know what I mean? Remember Old Trafford last season? Szoboszlai was the number 10, creating for Salah and all that stuff. Everybody thought Gravenberch was going to be the deep line midfield, but it was McAllister. So they basically, our rivals prepared for that. Man United prepared for Gravenberch being the deep line midfielder, but it wasn't. It was McAllister. And, Gravenberch was holding this area throughout the game. Each time Van Dijk had the ball, they passed to him. He turned around and caused havoc, and hence why we scored 3 goals in that game as well. So these 3, they complement each other in such a way. I don't think people understand what I've been saying for a while when I said don't change the team, stick with the same team. I'm telling you, we'll be fine. And those players that's coming in, the new players, they will take over eventually, but do it in a slow manner, not like in a quick manner. You know what I mean? So the quicker you do things, the more mistakes you make. The slower you do things, the more you can think, and the players can, slowly get better. That's how I see it, guys. Because, quick, you overthink things, you make a little mistake. Slow, you think, and then, slowly the players, can understand the formation that you want to put them in. That's what I'm saying, man. It's such simple football, but people make it complicated. You know what I mean? And it's not right. It's not right, man. These 3 are the best 3 pairing in the Premier League, in my opinion, when they're together. When they're in top form. There ain't no one better than that. There ain't no one better than that, in my opinion. And, Gravenberch coming back into that midfield yesterday complimented them two, Szoboszlai and McAllister. And that smile when he scored a goal and did that, little celebration shows they missed him, man. I missed you, bro. You made me happy yesterday, man, coming back into the team and changing things in that midfield, because each time we haven't, like, normal circumstances when we don't have the ball. When we don't have the ball, this was happening when he wasn't there. That space was always there. Go and look at Mike's tactics. That was always open, guys, that space. This is how we was when Gravenberch wasn't in the midfield. And Mike is right what he says as well. The thing about Gravenberch, although sometimes he leaves it like that, he puts himself in a position where they can pass the ball to him. I love it. But the other ones don't do that, Curtis Jones and all them. But yeah, this is how it was when Gravenberch wasn't there. Every time. And what happens? The opponents get there in that circle, they get the ball, they go down, score a goal. But yesterday, each time, there was someone there. Every single time. Gravenberch is the man. But the thing is, he's not our long-term DM. We need a DM that can, sacrifice, staying back and not moving forward. We need a DM that scares opponents. Look at Zubimendi at Arsenal. I was saying they're going to miss Thomas Partey because he's aggressive side. But Zubimendi's been amazing. He's got an aggressive side. Now I know why Liverpool wanted him. But I was willing to give it a season, to stay without, to be without a DM, due to how we performed last season, due to how we won the league last season by a counter. But what I realize is, as soon as we get a couple of injuries in that central midfield with McAllister and Gravenberch, what's after that ain't strong enough, guys. It's not strong, man. We're in trouble. Curtis Jones is not strong enough. Enzo is not strong enough. You know what I mean? We're playing with Szoboszlai as a DM sometimes, and I'm thinking to myself, yes, he's an athlete, but he's not a DM. He's the one who puts pressure on the opponents to make mistakes. That's what Szoboszlai is all about. Player of the season, man. Absolutely player of the season. I love Szoboszlai, man. I never gave up on him. I've always said he's the most talented midfielder out of the lot. I can't be wrong. I can't be sitting here and saying I'm wrong. Not many people defended that. They said he's shit. He's rubbish. Blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, the guy will improve. Just give him time. I don't know what you watch. He's got more to his game than everybody else. Work rate, shots, goals, defense. He does everything that you want in a midfielder and more. Yeah, man. Man of the match, man. Man of the match for me. Him and Salah yesterday. And forget about that. The whole team is the man of the match. Salah looked angry yesterday, guys. He looked like he was pissed, man. Didn't smile. You know what I mean? He looked like someone that was there to make a point. I've always said it. Angry Salah is the best Salah. Happy Salah, the smiling, is not the best Salah. You got to make this guy angry in order for him to perform in a regular basis. Taking him out of the team the other day was the best thing because it made him a better player against Aston Villa. Look at the touches he did. Look at the passes he made. Look at the goal he scored. All difficult. He did it yesterday, and he deserves it. Deserves the, all the good things coming down his way. Because a lot of us said, "Why is he playing? We don't want him to play. We want Chiesa to play." That's what all of us were saying. Enough of Salah now. He's not performing. Let Chiesa come in. Chiesa deserves a starting lineup. But Salah yesterday doesn't look old to me. Everybody was asking for this. I was asking for this. I still ask for Chiesa, but on the left side. That's what I'm saying. And Salah could play on the right. But yeah, Salah was just out of this world yesterday, man. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Lead by example. Always lead by example. If you're a senior player, lead by example. Stop throwing, the dummy out the pram. Go and do the business on the pitch. I've always said that, and this is what he did yesterday. Salah led by example. Let me go to the comments, man. I've been talking to myself for far too long. 45 minutes. I was just talking it. Yes, Godfather in the house. Dom was great, 100%. Kenny, hi JC. What's going on? What is going on? Was saying Dom. Yeah, Dom is king, man. Redbird's in the house. Redbird, I don't know what I've done to you, bro. I don't know what I've done to you, but it's good to see you, bro. Because I missed you, bro. I missed you, man. I remember the days when they were like, not many people in here, bro. You know what I mean? And you were always supporting me, bro. I don't forget that. I always ask about you and, Scottish Bear and all that stuff as well. So I hope you're okay. I hope your family is good as well, brother. Big up, Redbird, man. It doesn't even say Redbird on that thing. It says Kenny. What the hell is going on? Barovian, what are you saying? Big up, Fozi. And the chat, hope everyone is well. We are good, bro. As long as we win, we are happy, bro. That losing run, got a lot of people in the wrong direction. And not only that, our character was questioned as well, guys. So I'm glad we're back to winning ways. Let me just put it that way. After the Man City game, we play Forest at home for the... Oh, sorry. I thought it was West Ham. My bad, brother. Big up for Z. Do you think Ali could start on Tuesday or Sunday? Sunday is the most likely, bro. I think Tuesday is too early for him. But Sunday could be the one. Could be Sunday could be the game where everybody's back, even Isak. So if we have everybody back for this game, that means we're going to put a run together now. That means we've got a title to fight for. That means we're going to make Arsenal uncomfortable. That's the most important things. But we need Arsenal to drop points, if you know what I mean. They're 7 points ahead. So we need to get that back down to 4. And then we'll see after that. We'll get it down to obviously 1. Then we'll see after that, because we have to beat them now. If we're going to be having a title race with them. Yeah, but yeah, Ali, Sunday's more likely, bro. But the way Mama Dashvili's been performing, you can't really, question him now. I think he did enough yesterday. Some of the saves he made yesterday, goodness gracious me, I didn't even know he's capable of it. Some of it was deflections and he saves. You know what I mean? Wrong-footed him and he still saved it. God damn, crazy. That's the Premier League, a winning team and formation. They know what they are doing. There you go, Copfather. I don't need to mention that. How long have I been shouting for that, bro? Let's go back to basics. I was crying on live freaking TV saying get back to basics. I go to Judge Mo, I go to Don Hussam, I go to these other guys, and I'm crying and saying, just get back to basics, man. Just go back to the team that won you the Premier League. This is the performance that you will get. And we finally got it. We finally got it, man. Let's get rid of the negativity now, guys, yeah? Let's support the team now. Let's go back to what we know best. Liverpool fans being the best fans in the world to help this team through this period. They need to get back, guys. They need to get back to that winning ways. Now they tasted the winning again. Let's continue. If we win tomorrow, on Tuesday, we continue to go on Sunday. And then we go again, and then we go again, and then we go again. That's how we have to go on. Because, all this negativity doesn't cause anything but damage to the team. So, yeah. Started to win. Tuesday, next game. Premier League's not easy league, man. Premier League is a difficult league. I've been telling you guys that. I've been here since day one of the Premier League. I mean, I've been here since day one of the Premier League, so I know how it is. I mean, Graham Souness was in charge when we first started. And I remember, man, that green kit that we used to have with the 3 lines, Eddie Dash. I mean, that's what I remember, man. Steve Nicol in the team, and Ronnie Whelans, Young Mobies, all that stuff. That's what we used to have, man. Roddy Rosenthal was a striker, missing on the goal line against Aston Villa. Come on, man. I used to watch this shit, man. I've got this memory. That's why. Crazy stuff. 4-3-3 formation is the best, but who will play in that lineup? Ekitike, Wirtz, Salah, Isak, Gakpo. I think when Isak is back fit, bro, Isak's going to be the number 1 striker. We didn't buy him for 130 million just to sit on the bench. You know what I mean? So I know I talked about the money earlier, but he needs a run of games. He's the only one out of the lot that hasn't had a run of games. So we don't know what we're going to get from Isak just yet. Yeah, he's going to be the starting. Wirtz, I think they're going to slowly integrate him into the team. Same as Kirkes. But I think Ekitike is ready, man. You saw him yesterday. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Slot went against his belief, and it worked yesterday. Same as the one against Real Madrid. Real Madrid and Man City. Remember when we beat Real Madrid at home? I think it was about 2-0, and Mbappe missed a penalty. And then we went away to Man City. Szoboszlai and Salah scored from the corner. That was not a slot, kind of formation or tactic, if you know what I mean, guys. Oh, penalty. God damn. Roma have a penalty. Oh, God. Yeah, so if you look at that, that's what he did against Real Madrid and Man City that last season, and it worked. Sometimes you got to go against your belief, man. If you want to get to winning again, go back down to start again. In life, that's what I do. If things are not working out for me, I have to start from the beginning to go back up again. That's what you got to do. Don't be too proud to do that. Don't ever be too proud to do that. Because if you keep trying again and again and again and it doesn't work, that will make you crazy, man. And that's what happens to some people. Beans and toast. How you doing, my bro? Hope you're good. All I get is big up. Where's the messages, bro? Do you expect the same lineup on Tuesday, the same lineup on Tuesday, or do you see maybe Wirtz coming into the starting lineup? This game is going to be difficult, bro. I think Vinicius Jr. is going to play. Last time, I think they had a couple of players that didn't play in the game, including Vinicius Jr. I can see. Yeah, I think it's the same line. Does it have to be the same lineup? Because you could still qualify no matter what. Then again, Wirtz could play. Wirtz probably is more suited to European football than Premier League. Have we ever thought about that, guys? Maybe they will rest Szoboszlai and play Gravenberch, McAllister, and he saved it. Oh, you missed the penalty. Roma just missed a penalty. You know what? Good spot, Barovian. Yeah, I think Wirtz will start, I think he's more suited to European games than the Premier League games. If you look at that Frankfurt game, he was good. He was very good, actually, at that game. So I think, the thing with Real Madrid, they play their games, don't they? They don't really do defensive games or anything like that. They'll come to town, they play their type of football, and that's their belief, and that's the way Real Madrid plays. So, yeah, I think they will rest Szoboszlai for this one. And I'm getting ready for the Man City game. Do we really need to win the Champions League game? Yeah, but if we lose, we can still qualify some other way. So, yeah. I'm not too worried about tomorrow's game then. If it's like that, it's fine, because he's more suited to European games. All right, good spot, bro. Good spot. I like that. My midfielder, Dominic, fake pundit says. Yeah, he's my midfielder. Don't take him away from me, man. Maybe yesterday showed that we can only play 2 new players at once. There you go, bro. Edward, there you go, bro. People don't listen to me, my guy. They go and listen to these people that don't know football. I know football. I am football. I know what I'm talking about, man. I just hope people believed in me. You know what I mean? Just like that. Does anyone know how long Isak is expected to be out for? I think he'll be on the bench against Man City, bro. That's as far as I know. I don't know anything else. Social, where you going? Social joins. What's going on, bro? I don't even know if these are real names, guys. You know, I don't know. But let me just go with it. Yo, you guys want back to last season, so you're happy with that, Verts? I'm happy with the team that we got, bro. I've said it before the season started. How things can work is, like I said many times on the stream, slowly integrate the players. You don't need to do gun-ho kind of shit. Just slowly integrate them into the team, and then we'll be fine. Everybody looks at the money for some reason. That's not... If I ask you guys a question, what would you prefer? Slowly integrating the new players and winning games, or pushing them out there and losing games? I know what one you will lose, so you will choose. I know which one you guys are going to choose. The winning, right? Everybody else will choose the winning. So that's what we should have been doing in the beginning. Stop all this stuff like these fans from other clubs telling us, oh, you know, you spent 160 million for your Verts and you want him to sit on the bench? He's 22 years old, bro. He's here for another 20 years, man. Allow that shit, man. I'm over exaggerating. I know he's not gonna be that long. I know. Salah with 250 goals for Liverpool, especially not as an out and out striker, is a phenomenal record, bro. I've been saying it for years. If this was another player, probably a European or, you know, South American and all this stuff, they would have been bragging about him for years and years and years. Because number one, he's Egyptian. Number two, he plays for Liverpool Football Club. It doesn't give you that boost as a player, if you know what I mean. That's why Liverpool only had one guy who's won the Ballon d'Or, and it is a player that we all hate. Oh, Tsimikas. And I can see Tsimikas playing for Roma. Wow, number 12. Still has that dumbass ponytail. Needs to shave that shit off, man. Yeah, so there's a lot of things against Salah, unfortunately, guys. It's a shame. It's a shame. As I said, if this was, you know, another player, a European-based player or South American, you know, they would have been bragging about him for years and years. The guy is scoring a striker's rate from a right-wing position. Imagine if he could play all over the place, how many goals he could get. Imagine how many goals he can get if he played all over the place. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. And he's got more goals than Andy Cole. And everybody knows Andy Cole. It's crazy. Fowlers and Owens. I think Rooney, is he catching up or is he beat him? I don't know. Thierry Henry is beat his record too. Crazy. Had family issues to deal with. Hopefully I am back now. Change name back to Redbird, but on your show it shows Kenny caught you here, and there, Fozi, you're one of my top channels. I hope I am, bro, because if I don't see the regulars anymore, I'm thinking like, have I messed up here? You know what I mean? Yeah, but I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much for that, my guy. Top stairs in the house. Thank God we have Sobo in the team, or we would be fucked 100% without him. And some of our fans were saying he wouldn't make the team. He is undroppable. He's undroppable. Yeah, he can't drop a player like that, bro. He's got more to his game than everybody else. Been saying it for years, man. Been saying it for the last couple of years since he's been here. When Isak is fully fit, I hope the players start getting the ball to him, as Newcastle did, of course, as they haven't much in the games he's played. Yeah, you're right, bro. You know, with Isak, the thing is, let me show you. When Isak plays, let me just swap them around. He's more in this area, yeah? People, when they have the ball, they don't give him the ball. They go out wide for some reason. He's the kind of person that controls the ball and turns and can finish at the same time. What I'm trying to say is, give him the ball in tight areas, he will score goals. And this is what they don't do in midfield. They keep passing out wide every single time. Hence why you don't see a lot of him. He needs balls in tight areas to turn and go onto it and score. That's the kind of player that Isak is. He's not afraid. You know, you get these players that each time they get contact, they're afraid. He's not afraid of anybody. He plays his game. So just give him the ball in tight areas. He will score goals. Trust me, man. Trust me. Yeah. We talked about Soboslai. We talked about Salah. Gakpo is getting the walk of shame at the moment. Everybody's having to go at him. Don't know why. I thought he was good yesterday. If you go back and watch the game, I thought he did everything everybody wanted him to do, which is cut inside sometimes, go outside sometimes, pass the ball to the fullback, defend when you have to. He's done everything. Go. And not only that, something that impressed me the most about Gakpo yesterday, he was keeping possession. I mean, normally he loses the balls too easily. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So he did everything you asked him about. He did everything you asked him about. You can't argue with that. Ekitike on the left, Isak in the middle. I want to see. We'll see, bro. That's a strong possibility as well. Redbird. Fozi, what's your 11 for Tuesday? That's something I'm going to do tomorrow, bro. I have to do a preview for the game, innit? So I'll do that tomorrow for you guys, if you guys want that. I thought I'd just come on here and just do the review of the game and just discuss stuff with you guys. You know what I mean? Because I don't think we chat enough. I'm always, doing my own thing. But yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll figure out what's going to happen. You never know. It might be injury today and, something might happen to some of the players. So we've got to be careful with that one. Yeah, guys, man. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope I've answered all your questions as I always do. And I'll be back hopefully tomorrow to do the preview. I don't know any Real Madrid fans, to be fair. I wish I did, but there ain't no Real Madrid fans that I know that I could bring on tomorrow. But I could see you tomorrow at the same time. But then again, I could be doing a 10 a.m. the next day. So, 10 a.m. will do. I'll do 10 a.m. show on Tuesday to do the preview with you guys. And, my regular time. That's my regular time usually, isn't it? So, yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying, people? But, yeah, we could do the preview on Tuesday morning. We'll discuss that. And then I'm not going to do the watch-along for that one because I'm at work at night. But I'll be doing the Man City watch-along, inshallah. Hopefully, inshallah, I'll do that. Please like, share, and subscribe, people. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's a last-minute thing. I didn't think I was going to do anything, but I thought, let me build up the consistency for these people because they always wait for something to drop. And hopefully I've done the consistency for you guys because that's all that's missing from me at the moment. And it's a hobby. I love talking about Liverpool Football Club. Sometimes I keep on thinking, shall I do a Fozi TV, talk about other clubs? But I ain't got the time for that. If I had the time, I would have done that years ago. My job doesn't allow me to do that. So it is what it is. Please like, share, and subscribe, my brothers and sisters. And, I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. If you want to chat to me, comment down below. Take care, everybody.